Greetings, metalheads, and a very warm welcome to No Nonsense Metal Reviews. I'm George, and today I am back with another unboxing review of quite a hefty package this time. A lot of vinyl in here, in fact, from Vicious Witch Records, record label and distro, based here in the UK. A new discovery, a new source of all things good metal for myself, actually. You may have seen recently, did an unboxing of my debut order from their web store, and it kind of, this second order, which I had to place because actually it's such a great store. They've got so much cool stuff there, really reasonably priced. Why wouldn't I, basically? But it coincided quite nicely with me trying to delve into some of the earlier catalogue from German Black-Thrash Metalers Desaster, a band that had been around since I believe it's 1988. But for some reason, although I've known about this band for many years, I was convinced that their first album was Angel Whore. I don't know why, but I thought that was their first album. It was actually the first album that was released on Metal Blade Records from them. And for some reason, I had managed to totally overlook, for a long time, totally overlooked all of the albums prior to that. And I don't know how I did it, but to be honest, I discovered Disaster many, many years ago. Probably, I was a mid-teenager, talking a long time ago now. And actually, I was quite content with just listening to those albums, such as Angel Whore, Satan's Soldier Syndicate, and 666, and the other bits and pieces as well. So, although I'd been following the band, not that closely, I'll admit, suddenly decided, I think it was inspired, in fact, by my recent discovery of Destroyer 666 and some other sort of black thrash bands as well, that I was going to pay a little bit more attention to Disaster because they're a fantastic band. And like I say, I wanted to track down some of the earlier albums. Pretty much all of those early albums I managed to source from Vicious Witch Records. As I say, there's vinyl form in here, there's CD as well. But it's the only place that I have seen them available here in the UK. Of course, you can get Disaster's catalogue from their label, from various other European distros. I think you can even find bits and pieces on the Hell's Headbangers web store as well, coming from the USA. Good prices, but of course you do have to pay for that kind of international shipping, and it's generally quite expensive from Europe, a lot less from America. But nonetheless, I was absolutely thrilled to see these articles on the Vicious Witch Records web store. So, you may notice this box is actually already open. This was not done by myself. This parcel was incorrectly delivered, thanks Royal Mail, to my elderly neighbour, who I'm sure was absolutely delighted to discover a load of German black thrash metal in front of him. He was not impressed, shall we say. However, I don't care. As long as he hasn't touched my stuff, hasn't damaged it, I'll let him off on this occasion. So, we shall pick up where my old neighbour left off and open up this box of goodies here. As you can see, very robustly packaged. And I did notice that there was a very nice little thank you note on top there. And Vicious Witch, you are most welcome for the support. You've got a great setup going on here. You've got some great stuff and you're not trying to rip people off. So that is always a good starting point. And I think that for my next Vicious Witch Records order, I'm going to be checking out some of their own personal label bands, some of the bands that are actually signed to that label, because there's some seriously good stuff on there as well. So we're greeted by a whole host of goodies here. If you have seen the debut order unboxing review that I did a few weeks ago, you probably will have observed that there was a lot of cool promo material there. And that is the same again here. We've got tons of leaflets and flyers, and I can see there's little sort of catalogues for other labels and stuff. So tons of cool stuff. It's just fallen all over the place. So we'll revisit that at the end. But It looks like we've also got, rather awesomely, a zine here. Awesome. So what is this entitled? This is Slowly We Rot 22 from 2023. So we've got a cool zine. Awesome stuff. I can see we've got some interviews with the likes of Penny Coffin. See, I just saw, we've got Trevax. I just saw Gorefest in there as well. So thank you very much. Actually, that's a very nice little freebie. Nice little zine there that had a sampler as well. Compilation from all sorts of cool bands. A couple of the names I recognise, but many of them, I have to say that's new for me. But cool nonetheless. Awesome stuff. Yeah, I would look forward to checking that out. And it does say on this little note, there's an extra vinyl and some freebies on us. And that is very greatly received. And I can see something here on top, which I certainly didn't order myself. This is Grey Violator with Reet. Very cool. So an extra freebie vinyl. I have to admit, I'm not familiar with Grey Violator. However, I'm intrigued already because that looks cool. A single vinyl, but it's looking good. So I'll have to check that out and then maybe provide some further updates on that. But that's very nice, very welcomely received. Certainly, it's not often that you get some free vinyl in your order. So we've got Grey Violator as a nice freebie here with Reet. Thank you very much. It's very, very welcomely received. And now I can see before me the first of many disaster articles here. Well, actually, to backtrack ever so slightly, this should be the first article from Disaster. So just going to open this little jiffy envelope here. Unfortunately, it wasn't available on vinyl, so I had to go for the CD version here. But this is the debut album. Should also note we've got a little Bandcamp download codes here. That is cool. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Yes, the vinyl wasn't available, so I did settle for a CD here. But this is the debut album from Disaster. Can't quite recall the year, but this is entitled A Touch of Medieval Darkness. And actually, it's a very black metal release for a band that has been more leaning towards the thrash metal side of the black thrash spectrum for the last couple of decades, at least, if not more. This is firmly rooted in the black metal side, most definitely, and it's a really good album. I've only had the pleasure of listening to this on YouTube, some sort of lo-fi, dodgy uploads, someone's put on there about 12 years ago, but actually it's got a lot of mystery and mysticism about it, and it's a good album, I will admit. You can just look at the aesthetics. You can tell that this is firmly in the black metal scene here. Just look at Infernal and Odin. They are repping the corpse paint. They are repping the full uniform, spikes and bullet belts. Looking cool. But yes, a lovely little package here. Just show you this. Not a cheapie, not a knockoff. This is a nice package with a nice little booklet. Touch of Medieval Darkness. Where it all began in terms of full-length albums. Of course, there was a few demos and releases before this album, but awesome nonetheless. So that's the first Disaster article here. So on to the first vinyl article. We are greeted by the third full-length album. This is Tyrants of the Netherworld. Let's pop that box there for a second. Tyrants of the Netherworld. A lovely article. This is a reissue from Iron Pegasus Records 2020. So it's a gatefold single vinyl. This is the third album. This is one of the albums that I have not listened to. So although you can find it on YouTube, you certainly can't get it on Spotify. I haven't heard this one. So this is going to be a completely new experience for me. It's a lovely high quality gatefold, I have to say. Really cool. There's nothing sort of cheap and nasty about this. And I did just go for the standard black vinyl version. I believe they did still have some availability of the sort of red vinyl version as well. I just realised there's a little insert in here. Cool. Interesting. So we've got an Iron Pegasus Records promo little flyer in there. I wondered what was going on. I thought for a second I'd peeled the sticker off or something somehow. But yes, I did go for the black vinyl. Did have the red one available, but actually I quite like just black vinyl. I think there's something just quite nice about it. So we've got Tyrants of the Netherworld, the third full-length album. Can't quite recall the year on this one, but I look forward to listening to it. So black vinyl on that one. New, obviously. Lovely gatefold. Great cover as well. Great cover there. Dark, evil. Yeah. It means business. So yes, a very nice article indeed. Just pop that in. So on to the next article then. Pop that down. We've got what looks like the fourth album, in fact. Divine Blasphemies. So again, this is looking like an Iron Pegasus reissue. This one says 2019. Gatefold once again. Another Iron Pegasus insert leaflet thing, but advertising Tyrants of the Netherworld, in fact. Interesting. Good cover again for Divine Blasphemies. Another nice gatefold sleeve. Very cool. This is really high quality stuff, actually. This is not cheap, flimsy packaging at all. Just a black vinyl, so I won't wrestle that out of the inner sleeve, but it's a very nice package, I have to say. Pop that in there. So, again, Divine Blasphemies. Heard a lot of good things about this, actually, but certainly read a lot of good things since deciding that I was going to delve further into the Disaster catalogue. But again, I haven't heard this one. I haven't actually listened to this album yet. So just like Tyrants of the Netherworld, I'm looking forward to delving into that one for sure. Up next, we have got a release that I have heard from the Mighty Disaster. It's actually the second, the first EP. The EP between the first and second album. This is Stormbringer. This is a Merciless Records double vinyl. So this EP has actually been stretched out to 2 vinyls. It's a double release. Let's get that out there. So this was recorded live in Koblenz in October 1998. Awesome cover. Again, it's keeping the theme with Disaster. Freaking great band, actually. You know what? Brilliant band. Those albums from Angel Whore onwards are absolutely fantastic. I love those albums, I have to admit. And from what I have heard, such as listening to Stormbringer and the first 2 albums as well, absolutely fantastic. You just cannot fault it. It's just some of the best black thrash around. So, really cool poster insert here. Very neat indeed. Looking the part. Nice. As I say, it's a double album, so we've got 2 vinyl here, both black. We've got nice inner sleeves here, the kind of like wax-lined inner sleeves. Really cool. Just show you this inner shot of the gatefold there as well. Very neat. Looking the part, looking very authentically black metal, actually, I have to say. Nice. It's a high quality package. Yeah, this is obviously different from the Iron Pegasus ones. It's Merciless, but actually it's really high quality. It really does look the part. So there we've got Stormbringer, the EP, in between the first album and second album. First album being A Touch of Medieval Darkness. Second album being Hellfire's Dominion. So, try not to damage that. So that leads on quite nicely to the last article here. If I can gently lever that out. The last article being Hellfire's Dominion. This is the second album from Disaster. The first of the pre-Angel Whore albums that I actually listened to. And I must say, absolutely love it. It's brilliant. Early, raw, black thrash. Again, it's heavy on the black metal. No bad thing in my opinion. Just look at that artwork though. Absolutely fantastic. This is proper black thrashing goodness. Love it. Double album, of course. 2 black vinyl again. Just show you this insert we've got here. Lots of cool photographs here. And it looks like we've got... Oh, trying to drop it. Looks like we've got lots of cool photographs on this side. And then on the reverse, we have lots of little posters and kind of extracts from zines, maybe. Very cool indeed. This is definitely one for the fans, one for the diehards. 2 double black vinyl, lovely. And on the inside here, got this lovely gatefold sleeve. Lyrics, cool photography, looks the part. Again, this is Merciless Records. An awesome album. A really nice thing to have in the collection as well. I'm very, very chuffed to have that in there. So, that is the full product here. That is a full package. As I say, there is tons of inserts here. Little posters and all sorts for upcoming releases, both from Vicious Witch, which actually I did listen to this album. This is Vault Wraith. Did listen to that after the first album and I was really impressed. I was also impressed with the Leather Brigade release, and there was Thrash It as well. Very good. Check those out after the last unboxing, as I say. Cool stuff. And a little magnet as well. I've already got one of these on the fridge, so I'll find something else metallic to stick that to, of course. But what a cool little unboxing. What a cool order this is. Really chuffed with all of these articles. I'm going to really thoroughly enjoy subjecting the neighbours and the household to this array of awesome metal. So Vicious Witch Records, be sure to check them out. As I say, tons of great stuff on their web store, really reasonably priced. But just to recap them, and actually in chronological discography order, we've got the CD version of A Touch of Medieval Darkness. I would really like to have had the double vinyl version just for sort of consistency, but unfortunately it did not work out that way. So I am looking to acquire a vinyl copy of A Touch of Medieval Darkness. Maybe I will have to push the boat out and get that one from Europe. But the debut album there. We've also got the second album, Hellfire's Dominion. Great album, double vinyl. We've got the EP from the between period there, Stormbringer. Again, double vinyl. Third album, Tyrants of the Netherworld. Awesome stuff. Look at that artwork. Absolutely staggering. Then we've got Divine Blasphemies here. Album number 4. Very cool indeed. These are really nice, high quality gatefolds. Then we've got a couple of freebies. Something to check out. We've got Grave Violator here. Going to enjoy checking that one out. And we've got a Slowly We Rot zine and CD as well, which is really, really cool. Not to mention all of our little Bandcamp download codes here. There's plenty of stuff to get stuck into. So support metal, support Vicious Witch, support Disaster, in fact, because they're an absolutely fantastic band. Support beer on the Aztec IPA. Mad Squirrel Brewery today. Very good stuff. Perfectly nice and vibrant. Perfectly accompanies the metal, of course. So what are your thoughts on Disaster? What are your thoughts on these albums? As I say, head over to Vicious Witch, pick up some stuff, support the underground, support a growing label and distro. Do feel free to comment, get some interaction going. Feel free to like and subscribe. It's always very much appreciated, my friends. Check back soon for more reviews and recommendations of all the good heavy things. But above all, my friends, do take care of yourselves and check back soon. Until then, stay heavy.